Hello, my little fantasy nerds, and please join us for another episode of
Dungeon Crawlers!
Dungeon Crawlers, where I once again tried to TPK my entire party with nothing more than a fork and a kobold.
A fork and a kobold.
And some whiskey.
Is there something
Whiskey
you're
is-
not telling us?
I mean, not yet.
Oh boy, I guess we'll see where the night goes. It's still
Exactly.
young after all.
Woo!
I saw yesterday that it would take 538 kobolds to overthrow their adult dragon master.
538.
I was
Just
like, that's a combat I want to play out.
How many
Just
of
so
them?
you-
How
just
many
so
of
you
them would
know.
survive, though?
Well, I mean, just so you know, it's coming.
Yeah,
I just want you to prepare yourselves.
The kobold.
What
and the
What
fork.
if some of the kobolds had trench coats?
I mean, they're all naked. Morn is gonna get swarmed by a bunch of naked kobolds. He's gonna have. That's how he's gonna die, going out with just like dick
Oh
to
my
the face,
God.
just all the time.
little
Morn's just like fighting him off, just throwing him.
It'd be like
tiny
whack-a-mole
dragon man penis?
Until he got-
Whack-a-mole.
until he got overrun.
Yeah, until I'm doing 20 or 40 attacks at you at one time. I'm just like I'm just like mass rolling damage.
Yeah, we haven't interacted with kobolds yet. Except, wait, no. Morn saw them.
yes, you did. Yes, you
Morn
did.
saw them in that cave, right?
Yeah, and then they got absolutely obliterated by a dragon.
Oh, that's
Debated.
right.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed a whole family.
Yeah, that's because Kalen locked you in there, and he was going on scent.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Rip
So
Kalen.
Kalen sealed the
Gone too
fate of
soon.
like 250 kobolds.
like an entire society.
That's a
Damn.
pretty high. Kalen had a pretty high KD.
He did.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's in hell?
Inadvertently, he killed a lot of people. It's okay, Kalen. I mean, Alyssa. We all forgive you.
I think you mean Mavis.
Oh, yep, my bad.
Oh yeah.
I can never remember it because all his characters die so fast. I'm just waiting to get like a middle finger.
2 seconds, strange.
Except he doesn't have a camera,
Yep.
so it's gonna have to be through emoji or GIF format.
We're still here. Just 1 second.
All right.
I don't know why it does this sometimes.
So, the group makes their way to Dollar after having a more than great travel through the air. You land in the ocean, make your way through the sands to the shores of Dollar. You make your way in while Alyssa changes her forms to a figure that you're unaware of. You make your way into town, do a little scouting, meet a old-time friend, take some drugs, overdose, and then pulled back from the throngs of this drug addiction, you manage to put yourselves to bed, play a game of hide and go seek through the doors to see who's going to go first or go to bed first. Kaz proceeds to give a morning sickness potion to help with the effects of ODing and drinking.
Uh-huh.
The hangover elixir.
Mhm.
Sure it was.
The hangover,
Yeah.
the hangover elixir cure.
Yeah,
It
thanks.
cleaned the
Freya-
alcohol right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
wrong
let's
end.
talk about it more, shall we?
Freya proceeds to take said potion and proceeds to poop herself for over a minute.
For over a minute, excessively. Filling a 5-foot cubic square.
5 by 5.
You went on about that for like 10 minutes.
He did.
I swear.
He's never been more descriptive about a scene than that one.
Oh,
he had
no.
a year to write it. He had a year to write it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that potion since episode 3. Since episode 3, I gave that to you guys.
Oh my god.
You clean up
We're on,
over the
like,
night.
What, 50 something now?
58.
58,
actually.
and he's had it since like 3.
Yeah,
Nuts.
it's a long time. That's like a long time.
That's a long
Aged
time.
like
That's a
fine
fucking long time.
Oh, Kai, I could go on for ages about how she filled up a 5 by 5 square
Oh my god, you guys.
of stairs.
Finish the
And-
recap.
Yeah.
We're not even
Or-
talking like solidified.
You
We're not even
seem
talking
quite
Wait,
Yeah.
you seem quite enthralled by your scatological descriptions.
Y'all used my old shit potion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
used
mean,
on me. Thank you.
We'll just say it wasn't solid either. It was just pure wet. It
Yep.
was all spray and
Yep.
pray.
I slipped on it.
Yeah, you slipped on it and took a ride down the stairs. It was slip and slide for you. I
Oh,
should have
wow.
honestly rolled to see if you got it in your mouth or not, but I decided to
Oh
leave it
my god.
Ugh, that would have been so unnecessary.
alone.
No, I'm pretty sure when I had to spit some out. So.
Maybe. Is your dexterity quick enough though?
Prestidigitation didn't get everything.
Let me just quote
It was cleaning up
Cleveland
those. It
Brown
was cleaning up
when
the
I say,
peanuts from the night before.
Oh,
that
that's
beer, though.
nasty.
Like,
Yep.
oh, that's
chocolate.
nasty.
You got
Um,
look
no.
gross.
Oh,
Well,
that's just
enough of that.
nasty.
Enough of that.
Enough of
you
that,
proceed to
indeed.
you proceed to clean your way. You proceed to clean yourselves up. You make your way out the morning after, as one of the party sits back from the rest of the party, a little upset. You make your way to the you proceed to sit in the cart and get ready. You take off on the cart and you are on the open roads. It is about we'll say it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30.
On the road again.
On the road again.
I think Henri had rolled perception to see if she could catch me sneaking out and getting in the cart.
She did see you. It was
Yeah.
passive, remember?
And
Yeah.
then
So
we all
she saw you get in.
And then we all left.
Mhm.
And I'm sulking in the cart with my head down and my hood low, not making eye contact with anyone.
Are we all in a cart right now? Riding
Yes.
to McHale.
McKill?
McKill.
McHale.
McKill?
I'm gonna be talking to the horse. Half directing it where to go and half asking the horse about his life story. But he can't talk back, so it's
No. he just looks at you. It's like just walks and just stares.
So effectively, Morn is neighing at the horse.
yep.
So, are you guys taking the road or are you guys off-roading it a little bit?
Oh, that's a good point. I think we should head straight south, cut along the coastline.
So that's about, we'll say it's like 50 miles seems like not a whole lot though.
Yeah, because
So
didn't we say it was like a few hundred miles to get from Jupiter to Thinsveld before?
It's about 65, yeah. So we'll say 65, 70 miles.
Okay.
That's kind of how I was going.
Hmm.
So we'll say,
though, if we had to go to a town, Thinsveld could be fine because they've seen us before, and that's where the temple is, or Kalen's temple. So if there was any safe town to go to, it'd probably be Thinsveld. But
Out of character, remind me, did we disguise ourselves when we went to Thinsveld?
no.
I don't think so.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
So I think we'd be fine going there, but also, if we wanted to be faster, going straight along the coast would be faster.
Well,
But would it be
So why
because
would-
we wouldn't
we
be
need
on
the
a
road
road?
to be faster.
Well, maybe
Terrain might
not.
be more difficult, might not be flat.
so if you go by road, it's 15, it is 15 and what, 35? 15, roughly 35. So it's going to take you just about 2 days to get there. And if you go along the coastline, it'll take you probably 2.5 days. And you won't be traveling the roads, so you might have visitors. I don't know.
What again? What reason are we going to McHale again for?
For
following a lead on
Yeah.
Andre's daughter.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think the road to Thinsvald from here will be safe. Seems like mostly kind of scum that live in Dollar and across Thinsvald. The road from Thinsvald to McKill might be a little more dangerous as we get closer to the main territory of the Empire.
At that point, though, if we need to, we can always. Actually, I take that. I'm not saying anything. I'm sulking. I forgot.
Yeah, I agree. I think we could. The road is probably the safer travel, even for us.
Faster.
Yeah.
Hey.
Road it is.
Okay. So you guys choose to take the road.
Yep.
We're taking the high road.
I'll start leading Carl down the road.
So you're not in the cart. You're just leading the cart.
No, I'm behind the horse talking to him.
Okay. So who's actually driving the horse?
I thought, isn't there like a seat on the cart to...
Yep.
Sure.
Somebody's still got to be holding the reins, guiding the cart.
Oh, okay, then I'll do that then. Yeah.
Okay. So make an animal handling check with advantage since you are talking to the horses.
I need to open up D&D Beyond, sorry.
I even gave you time to get prepared.
I know, I let you down.
Thank you for reminding me.
Awful.
I'm gonna reach
Oh,
over
boy.
and pat
That's depressing.
Freya's shoulder and be
11.
like, "It'll be okay."
But
So
Come on,
wait,
Carl.
wait.
Come on.
Hold on. Time out. Only Kaz and Morn would have known what happened. So
Well, you're still crying.
no, I'm just sulking. She's like pouting. Probably just looks like like antisocial.
So in the middle of your pout, Pink kind of leans back and just kind of like on the shoulder. It'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep my head down. Be like, hopefully I forget all about yesterday very quickly.
Okay.
Come on, Carl.
I've had a
I'm
number.
gonna take the reins at him.
For
I've had a few days
Carl!
like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was definitely one of the rougher ones.
Well, to better days.
To better
and
days.
to responsible, if not very infrequent and light drug use.
May our
Yeah.
days be less crappy.
Infrequent. Oh my
so
god.
And less
Ba-dum.
overdosey.
the horse gives you trouble, and even though you're talking to the horse and you're trying to guide it, it definitely doesn't listen to you the way that you hope it does. And it kind of like you're all over the road, and it's constantly like in between, like it's not quite a walk, but it's like a really, really nasty trot. And so like the whole cart's just like jerking the entire time Morn is doing this. And since Morn is leading right now, Morn, roll a d6.
I thought we were done talking about the trots.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not that kind of trots.
A solid 1.
Solid 1.
Bruh moment.
The skies begin to get cloudy. And
I
as
will- I will cast Druidcraft.
Oh yeah? What is Drew's
The town.
Grook?
It tells me the weather that's coming.
Okay. The
It's,
thunderstorm.
well, I should say, you create a tiny harmlessly sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect may manifest itself, say, as a golden orb for a clear sky, or a cloud for rain.
Okay, you get a dark cloud that appears in front of your face. As the skies begin to cloud, the clouds begin to gray and immediately grow dark. Over the next hour, it begins to just downpour rain.
Is the cart covered?
I don't believe it is.
Well,
I don't believe you guys got a cover for the cart.
Well,
So
I
you
push
guys-
a damper on
I wonder
things.
whose fault
You
that is.
The DMs should have given us a better cart. Well, this will cover up our tracks at least. Might slow us down a bit. I needed a shower anyway, so
Just more just stinking in the front.
this is how I clean up.
So it takes you slow
Did
down.
you go through the whole like rest of the morning like with the shit on you?
No, I casted
No.
prestidigitation on him
Oh,
when he
okay.
left. Oh,
I
or
couldn't
left.
make-
Oh my god.
She missed a few spots. But
No, I didn't. I would have made
Oh yeah,
sure.
you even
I would've
cleaned
made
out his beard.
No, I definitely did.
No.
Yeah, no, I remember it now. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Nah, you're gonna no. You're
She
gonna
prestidigitation
No.
him.
Ginge. You're gonna have me roll for it then. There's
For
just
fuck's
that.
sake.
I would have made sure.
I mean, Morin's
She
sitting
did
in
a-
the front and he's leaving a stank behind him. You guys in the back of the car are like, what is that?
That's the
That's
horse.
awful.
It's the horse. It's the
Oh,
horse.
obviously. It actually takes you longer than you anticipated because it's about a half day's trip. And it takes you pretty much the whole day to get to Thinsville. Towards the end of that first day, sopping wet, cold, pouring rain, you make it to the outskirts of Thinsville.
Well, do we want to just head straight to the inn, tap our horses there? I don't want to draw too much attention if we don't have to. Or maybe we could just sleep out here. We have some tents.
Would it be better to stay outside of town and camp out?
Less likely to be spotted. In case there's someone from the Withering Hand here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd prefer to camp outside of town.
Yeah, I agree. Being discreet
After-
probably.
After the incursion at Jupiter, I would definitely be hesitant to trust any, especially Empire cities. Camping outside sounds like a good idea.
I have a tent that's probably big enough for 2 people.
Oh, we don't have our big tent anymore, do we? That's the one that got destroyed by wolves, right?
You have it, it's just not repaired.
Oh.
So you've got, what, 3 giant gaping holes in the side of it?
Yeah.
Perhaps next we're in the city, we should get that fixed.
What happened to the tent?
You were there for that.
Oh, way back?
Way back when we had the wolves biting
Oh,
us
yeah.
through the tent.
Oh, yeah.
That was
And I was
like-
like,
Yeah, that was like session 15 or something.
Oh, so that was definitely before
Yeah, that
me
was
then.
before-
I
way
think I
before
just
I-
remember watching that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit before you.
that's
Yeah.
when Ping was crazy. That was when.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
'cause you guys camped out in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah. So
And now we're camping out in the middle of a rainstorm.
it's,
Wow.
it's pouring rain. Are you guys attempting to put a tent up?
I'm setting up my tent.
Okay.
I will attempt to set up some sort of like cover in case like we don't have room for enough people in the tent. Like, are there trees around or anything like that, or is it pretty open where we're at?
It's decently open. There are portions that there are trees off of the road a little ways.
Then I would suggest that we pull over, kind of try to get over to there. That way, not only are we off the road and like out of sight of anybody that might be traveling along it, but also we can use the trees and as shelter and also, natural camouflage.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft one more time.
Okay. What are you doing with it?
Checking the weather.
Checking the weather?
Yep.
Still raining. For 24 hours? The rain will stop around 4 a.m.
I'll I'll crawl underneath the cart.
How far
Cool.
off the road are
Oh,
like
that's
the
actually a good
nearest
idea.
sort of copse of trees?
How far?
Like, would it be a challenge to get there, or is it?
I would say it's probably about 50 or 70, 50 to 70 feet off the road. Roughly.
Oh, so not bad then. It's not
No.
like we have to trek across like half a mile of a fucking open field to get to.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a small outcropping of trees.
Right. Yeah, I'll
Well,
like point that out and be like,
We should pull off over there. Little tree cover. Do us good.
yeah, I think that looks good. Well, if anyone else wants to share my tent, it did rain today, so I'm probably the cleanest I've been in like 4 or 5 days.
Awful.
I bet. All right, buddy, you're on.
wait, when we get there, is there like any brush or sticks or anything on the ground that I could use to make a makeshift shelter?
I mean, yeah, but not enough to make a shelter. I mean,
Balls.
enough to make maybe some kindle for a fire.
But it's all
But
wet
it's
now.
all
Yeah,
wet.
and there's no way to protect the fire from the rain.
Damn.
And I mean,
Yep.
we're talking like full downpour.
Yeah, like soaked to the bone in a couple minutes, kind of
Yeah.
rain.
Not even a couple minutes, like a minute.
And we're not even
Yeah.
really finding any. There's not gonna be any reprieve from that with the trees.
The tree is. It's two of them, and they're kind of next to each other, and they have a little bit of like an overbend, but I mean, it's not a whole lot.
Does somebody have a tarp? I swear we had like a tarp or something. I thought we had a tarp for the tent that we had before.
Sounds like we just should stay at the inn for the night. On the way out, get some better supplies.
Yeah,
We might be forced to. We don't have proper cover from the rain. We're all just gonna get sick. I'm all for going into town.
Well, shite.
if anyone asks where we're going, we'll just say away from the kill.
Right, which is why we came from the west and we're going to be going down south.
Right.
Or we came from the east.
We're gonna go fishing.
Yeah, that's a good. There is good fishing here, and apparently fishing in the rain is even better.
He would know. So what are you guys doing? It's close to about 9 o'clock at night right now, and it is pouring rain, pitch dark.
I'll start leading Carl toward the inn.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, so you guys begin to lead your way towards the outcropping of the village. You do see the torches of lights, of lights kind of like covering like these lanterns, and you do see the gates of Thinsveld. You guys are making your way towards the gates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like it.
The closer that you get, those of you with perception over 16 because of the rain, you do notice two black armored individuals standing on each side of the gate.
I'm gonna disguise self.
But hold it.
Is that weird? Were they there before?
They weren't there last time we came, right?
No,
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
I don't think there were guards at the gate before. Ginge, do you
Was
recall?
it? I was with you guys that time, right?
No.
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 Yeah, this is when we
Hmm.
came to go.
Neither was Freya.
Nope.
That's true.
Those black guards, they weren't there before.
Well,
No
either
access.
way, I'm gonna cast
Definitely,
disguise
we're
self,
not.
Okay.
I will
I'm
do
gonna-
the same.
and yeah, I'm gonna the usual, round out the ears.
Can
Same
I?
color eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull down my reveal my eye and try to see if I can see anything else unusual.
Okay, make a perception check with advantage. You notice the two guards on opposite sides of the door, and then up on top of the walls, you actually see about 4 or 5 moving around the outer walls. And they look like they're on alert. You're not sure if it's because something happened, or if that's just what they've been ordered to do as of recent.
Okay.
You count probably 8. Yeah, you count probably about 8.
I'll look at the group and be like, with my time away, I've noticed that military has been getting more alert, and I don't know why, but they seem to be rallying and reinforcements.
Well, she looks different, and I'm gonna point at Freya, and she can also look different, and I'll point at Kaz. And they don't know Mavis.
They
and
do.
Oh,
They know Mavis, and they wouldn't know me because I wasn't here last time.
but they know our party though.
True.
This form will
But-
buy me some positive reputation at least.
Okay, and I can turn into a spider, and I should be able to sneak in. But I don't know how we disguise him, and I'll point at Ping.
Oh, me? Well,
You might have to sneak in.
I can do that. I've had to do that quite often for a while.
One thing, Alyssa, just so you know, you're not sure if Mavis, if she ever had any run-ins with Raxus.
Hmm.
Raxus is kind of a secret military, so till recent, they really hadn't been dispatched. So,
Would have I known that when I'm explaining it, or
what's that?
about what you're saying?
About the Raxus.
Most people who live in the Empire know of the Raxus and know that they are kind of an elite military. Think of them kind of like the movie, like 300, The Immortals. They're kind of seen in that. They're kind of seen in that same like limelight.
Anything?
And the guards that we see now are black and gold.
Correct.
They're not City Watch. They're Raxus guards.
Something else. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And there seems
So
to
are
be
these-
one City Watch standing next to one of them.
So are these guys our enemies or what? Like I don't. Yeah.
Are you
Yep.
like in or out of character?
Out of character. Yeah.
Both.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, last time we saw them, we helped them in Mugthal. I don't think we necessarily have bad blood
True.
with them that they know
Uh,
of.
Do you guys remember the name of the captain that we worked with? Maybe he's told others about us.
Um,
I feel like we should try to make as a few waves as possible. And mentioning a captain's name like that would definitely make some waves,
Oh,
if you know what I'm saying.
You don't want to make a presence.
Right. I think we should maintain a very low profile.
I only wrote in my journal Captain Douche, so I don't
well,
actually know.
I mean, you're not
You're not
actually
wrong.
incorrect.
That won't make a big wave.
Yeah.
Douches don't.
You guys are about, because you guys didn't say where you were stopping, for how close you would be to be able to see them, you're about 50 feet away.
I can see up to a mile away as if it's right in front of me.
But that's with good conditions, correct?
That's true.
Yeah, it's pouring rain and pitch black.
What about me and my eye?
Even with your eye, it's still hard to see. You were able to pick out a lot of it before you got super close, but you're close enough that they see like the shadows of your body.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
And the cart moving along.
I think Ping should hide, and I am going to turn into a spider. I think the rest of you guys can conceal yourselves fine enough.
Then how are we getting in? Who's going to
That's
talk
fine.
to them?
Well, not me, because I'm going to be a spider.
I will.
As soon as I see Morn do that, I'll launch myself out the back cart.
Okay. So you launch yourself out the back of the cart as Mavis says she will talk to the guards and begins to turn around and present her, like get herself presentable as well as that can go in the pouring rain.
Well, Morn just turned himself into a spider, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Thing would have
Let's see.
never probably done
yeah.
that before either.
I'm just gonna be in the cart.
And I'm
Chilling.
gonna stay in the cart, but just with my disguised self.
So Morn,
Ditto.
you're not shapeshifting?
I am
Okay.
a small spider just sitting in the cart somewhere.
Okay.
Probably like in
Freya.
some of the gear.
Freya and Henri have changed forms. Ping, what are you doing? You just launch yourself out the back of the cart and then...
I will try to sneak around and just walk the perimeter of the camp or the town, I guess, and find a way in.
Okay. Roll stealth with disadvantage because of the rain.
But
Well,
Actually,
rain-
it'd just be a straight
Yeah.
roll because, well,
Every-
the moment I'm thinking is because of slop and the mess and like making a bunch of noise. Like you can't like stealthily walk in mud.
yeah, but
But
also the rain
it
is
would
loud
be-
as
sound of
fuck.
the rain. But
it would be a
because of the sound of the rain-
disadvantage to everyone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're not stealthing.
Yeah, but they can't see either, right?
Well, it
Is
would
there-
be. It's just gonna be a straight roll.
Right.
My mind just went somewhere else for a little bit. Okay, so 13. Okay. Fuck is my? I just had it. All right. So Mavis.
I'm not gonna get too close. I'm just gonna walk around, like,
'Kay.
kind of like keep a distance and just walk around and try to see what I can see, as far as I can see it. You know, far away as I can be. And
Still see.
yeah,
I'll say the perception check from earlier rolls around. It looks like the town used to be not as heavily guarded, and they used to be a lot more open. But from what you can tell, a lot of the gates that used to be open are now closed. As you make like a sweep of the town or the city, it looks like it's been fortified a little bit better, and you're seeing a hard way getting in.
all right. Well,
Um,
go ahead.
Oh god, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, in the end, I just circle all the way around back to the point where I started. Unless you got something else. I don't know.
Well, by the time it takes you to do that whole rotation, they've made their way in. So, well, maybe. So you guys make your way to the front door, and within 10 feet, you just hear, "Halt! Who goes there?" And you see a lantern just kind of get raised up into the sky and kind of shown in you guys' general direction.
I'll like raise my hand up and say, "Investigator Amiela, I'm here on some business."
Do you have your papers? And he holds it up like the lantern closer.
Yes, yes. One moment here. She'll sort of dig in her coat, and after digging through, she'll say, "Well, I can't very much let them get soaked by the rain."
Step into the guard's house, and he like steps into this little like 2x2 little guard hut thing that keeps him out of the rain.
Mm-hmm. She'll demount the cart and walk in, give him the papers of her registry, and also open her coat so that she flashes her badge of Steinthorn.
Okay. Do you actually have papers?
I think so. Yes, from the Watchers, from the City Watch background that I chose, yes.
Okay. He like scans over the papers. These are not the new papers that have been handed out throughout the Empire as registrations. But because of the background I see here, for 25 gold, I will give you new papers. We will forget the event. Do the rest of the group have papers as well?
Not exactly. They're just members of my constituency.
One moment. Let me discuss with the town's captain. And he walks across the street and into another guardhouse. Comes back 10 minutes later. So, what we will do from here out is I will give you papers of registration here with their numbers and your ID tags on them. Each member that walks through, the hoods need to come down and we need to see what each one of them looks like so that we may file them onto the cards.
Very well. I'll let them know.
Bring them one at a time.
I'll walk back outside to the group and I'll say, they want to register each of us, one at a time. Well, we are inside the walls, hoods are to be down.
Down as in not on?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, who wants to go first then?
I might as well. I'll take my hood down and I'll walk through.
Okay, he pulls you into the guard's tower, and he watches a frail human walks in with black robes, pulls the robes back. One moment, please, and holds up like a piece of like parchment paper. It's about the size of like an oversized like driver's license, and like takes his hand and with two fingers kind of like down the front of your face, and you watch as your face is almost photocopied onto a card.
Oh, I thought you said he was gonna like feel the outline of my face to make sure it wasn't disguised, and I would be like, "Oh shit!"
You see the face show up on the card, like your almost identical face shows up on it, and then he asks for your name. Please name so that I may add them to the identification card.
Arcadia.
Arcadia, I see. When you see him brush his hands over, and Arcadia, last name, please. Do you forget your last name?
I didn't quite hear you. What name did you want?
Last name.
The Lightfoot.
Lightfoot. Arcadia Lightfoot. Interesting
Bob.
name. Roll a deception check.
That's a very
Did you-
human-sounding last name. Not elven at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
you
what was
you
that?
fumbled through that really bad.
I got the peanut gallery behind me, like Lightfoot.
The bish.
Peanut gallery.
Rolling deception, you said?
Uh-huh. Okay. He looks at you like puzzled for a moment. I see. And like does it across the bottom of the card, and then you see like a set of numbers appear on the left side of the card. These are your identification numbers that register you within the Empire. You will need this card on you at all times, whenever you enter and exit all establishments owned by the Empire. And he
Very well.
he hands you the card. Please send in the next.
I'll just like peek out and like wave my hand. Like come on in. Like the come in motion.
And I'll get up. I should note that, like before, I have the
I heard the same thing, Canned.
what?
I heard
Con.
Delightfoot is what I heard. I heard like
Oh.
Delightfoot.
The Lightfoot.
Honor, you step into the guard's house again. You see a almost like emaciated like individual, human male, very 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 skinny. He's got like sunken in eyes and just looks very very tired.
Mhm.
He holds out the piece of identification, takes 2 fingers and goes down the center of your face, and you see the way you look now appear on the card. A set of numbers appear on the left side. Name, first and last.
I'll like motion like I need something to write with.
Okay. He pulls out like a little notepad and hands you that with a piece of charcoal.
And I will write it down. Shit.
As he's sitting there, he's staring at you. Just
Henri would have a name in mind. Ray has to think.
Likely
30,
story. I didn't get off that
29.
easy.
28, 27,
Lightfoot.
26,
Lightfoot.
25, 24, 23, 22,
Underhill. Underhill.
20,
Underhill.
19,
Underhill.
18,
Heavy sword.
17, 16, 15. Morgan Underhill. Okay. And like takes it. He runs his hand along the bottom of the card,
I like that.
and the name appears on the card. This name or this card keep on you at all times when entering and exiting all Empire approved cities. This is your identification card. Without this, you will be immediately arrested and put into. You will be restrained. And he hands you the card. Send in the next individual.
While Andre was talking, I would have scuttled about 30 feet down from where the guards are, up the wall and over the wall, and then back down and been ready to meet them on the other side. Still as a spider.
So as a tiny spider, you're gonna crawl across the ground, up the fortifications, and down the other side.
Yep.
Why don't you just
Okay.
hitch
What
a
kind of
ride
spider?
on somebody?
What kind of?
Could hide under the cart.
Just a tiny spider. No, I guess the
Jumping
cart is
spider.
going through. I should have just stayed in the cart. That would have worked too.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are you?
I already said what I was doing. But spiders can climb. Spiders have a climb speed.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself too.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
Though anyone who has read or heard the Itsy Bitsy Spider knows what happens when it is raining out.
Yep.
So what kind of spider are you again? I think you're just like a...
I mean, I'm a tiny spider. I guess I don't know what kind of.
Yeah.
Just a super sticky one.
I mean,
Water.
there's no like limit to how small a spider can be. It just says spider. If you look up spider in 5th edition.
Yeah.
A water
just-
spider.
Yeah, I'm just
There you go, water spider.
Because a normal spider...
The
you're gonna
spider
have
can
a-
the spider can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
But it's pouring rain. So... no, I'm not going to roll it. Roll a d20. Beat a 15.
16.
Ooh. You have a hell of a time. It is like, imagine like the apocalypse, and it's just like meteors are dropping, and you're just like dodging left and right, dipping in and out, missing puddles, people's feet sloshing about. You're going up the side of the fortifications, and it's just like giant, like water, like just giant meteors of water are just falling at your face as you're trying to make your way up and over. It takes you a long time. You get it done, but you are extremely tired. It takes pretty much everything in you to get to the wall, up the wall, and over the wall.
My little legs.
Mm-hmm. Kaz. You up next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay. You make your way into the guardhouse. You see the same sunken, skinny male. Wave the 2 fingers over the front of the face, hold up the card. The sailor-ish type figure that you have now appears on the card. Name?
Vic.
Vic. Last name?
Citrus.
Vic Sikis. Okay.
Citrus. Yeah.
Viscous.
The name appears on the card. The numbers appear on the left side. He hands you the card and tells you the same
Can't
exact
with
thing
you
that he
guys.
told the rest of them. Basically, to have that on him at all times.
These are some fantastic names
Yeah.
that Kaz chose as alter egos.
Vic sick. Fuck's sake.
And then Mavis, they also give you a card as well with your face on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, 25 gold he takes from the party. Please do not lose these cards again, as of next time I do not realize or do not know what if somebody else might be as nice as to give you another card. That is your identifications. Please keep them on you at all times, and when asked, present them to said individuals.
Of course, of course. Now, then let's go, everyone.
I guess I'm the only one
I
not
wonder
in
if
there.
anyone has ever tried to turn into a spider to bypass me at the casino.
Right? But you guys did just leave Ping outside.
Well, to be fair, he left us.
Did any
said
of us
that had
notice
done
he
this
left?
many times? Yeah.
I mean, we were probably preoccupied. We're like approaching the gate.
He,
And, like,
he
getting
said
our
it so
shit.
confidently. I was just like, all right, we'll figure it out.
So, you guys all get in, and about 30 minutes later, Ping, you come around the other side where the door or the gate is like semi-open. And you see the 2 guards, and you don't see your party anymore.
I'm just gonna walk to the gate.
Okay, you walk to the gate.
Yeah.
You're greeted by the armored, the black armored individuals again. Halt! Who goes there?
The name is Master Cheese.
Master
I'm the cheese master.
Cheese.
Stop trying to take my title.
Do you have your identification card on you?
I do not. I'm an old monk. I'm just traveling. I was out in the rain and I was taking shelter out in the under a tree in the storm, and brought me to your town to take shelter. Hopefully, if that.
Roll a deception check.
Honestly, almost all of that was true.
Okay.
Not bad.
I see. Please step inside here. We will get you a new identification card. As you really should have one on you at all times. You must be new to the area, and we would prefer here in the Empire if you have your identification with you. So, he
Okay.
brings you into the side room, does the hand wave, the card appears, your face appears on the card, and he asks you for the name again. What was the name again?
Master Cheese. It was given to me by my monks.
Master Cheese.
Master Cheese.
Roll deception check again.
To be fair, his real name also sounds like a joke.
He looks at you again, looks at the card, looks back at you. No. Please. Your real name, this is not a joke. This is your identification card. Master Cheese, I do not believe you. Name, or you will be asked to exit the establishment.
Alright. It's Ping. I mean, I was an orphan, so it
Last
wasn't
name?
really a real name. Ping Pong.
Ping Pong.
Oh god. This guard's like, I'm done. I quit.
He
This
does
is
the
my
name.
last day.
It appears on the card. He looks at it really confused. He hands it back to you and tells you the same information he told the rest of them. Basically, to have the card on you at all times when entering and exiting all villages and towns and cities. And that basically, if you did not have the card on you, you would be immediately taken to jail.
Okay. By the way, what was your name?
That is none of your business. And he steps in and he, like, closes the guard door as it's continuing to rain.
His name is Bond. Bob Bond. He's not affiliated with James.
From there, I'll just I'm gonna assume the party went to some kind of inn or bar or something. So I'll go.
Okay. So the party, I believe you guys had made your way to the inn.
Aye.
You guys have made your way to the inn. Collectively for rooms for all of you guys for the night, plus boarding, for the animals and the cart is going to cost you guys, we'll say 6 gold altogether.
Ah, that's a fucking bargain. I don't know why I went all Irish there.
Oh, it's the luck of the Irish.
Hey.
How long has it been since
Now
it
that's a
turned
fucking
into
bargain.
Well, that's a fucking bargain.
It's been since you hit the door and went in, it's been about an hour and a half.
My wild tape only
Anyway,
lasts
usually
for
it
an
costs
hour.
about 10
hour?
gold just to house the
So
horses.
you would have gotten over the wall, and as you hit the opposite side of the wall, like got down the opposite side and like hit the ground, you would have immediately bamfed back in.
We turned the
Oh.
morn into a beer.
That's fine. Once I'm on the other side, I'll just kind of casually fit into the town.
So my disguise self would have worn off by now, but I would have recasted it.
Yeah, I'll keep it up as long as it is required for us to be here.
So do I find the inn or what?
You've been to Thinsfeld before during your travels, and so you're relatively able to find it quickly, especially being human. You're able to ask questions and get guided to the right location fast enough. And when you walk in, your group of friends is all pretty much like taking off wet pieces of clothing, and they're sitting at a table as rooms are being prepped for them.
Do they have alcoholic drinks?
Yeah.
Before people kind of sit down while we're at the end, I'm just gonna try. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, who's closest to me? I'm just gonna walk up and take a drink of their drink. Sit down.
Maybe roll a d.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, roll a d6.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Kaz. You walk up, and Kaz's back is turned to you, and you just see like this leather-strapped individual with this like leather coat and whatnot, back turned, kind of like leaning back in the chair, and you grab the drink and you just take a big swig.
Yeah.
As
Like,
Kaz,
hey.
as Kaz, you're kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden, like an arm reaches over your shoulder, and like kind of like on the like your shoulder, and you just see this hand reach in, and then your drink just go up and disappear for a second, and come back onto the table.
Oh, hey, I bought that for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, you managed to get in.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, it was a close call. You guys can refer me as Master Cheese from now on.
Did you seriously get Master Cheese as your official name?
No, it didn't work.
Oh, I couldn't figure out a last name, so nice to meet you. My last name is Lightfoot.
I equally could not come up with the last name. Nice to meet you, Miss Lightfoot. My name is Miss Underhill.
We're from the Shire.
Aye. You know, I spent a fair amount of time there.
Oh, I did as well when I was a wee lad. Lass in this case, I guess. Lad. I might have been a lad, now I'm a lass.
Well, you know, it is whatever the current year is. So
Things change. People change.
exactly. Times change.
My pronoun is they, them.
Wait, what?
But
Before I join you guys, I want to make my way to the temple, but I don't have the. I'm gonna look around and kind of lower my voice. I don't have any papers, so maybe someone should come with me.
What do you need to do?
I want to return this stuff. I'm gonna show Kalen the holy symbol and his prayer book.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the door.
Okay.
I'll go with.
I'm gonna give, as they walk to the door, I'm gonna reach out for a hug.
Just in the air?
Yeah.
I'll give Ping a hug.
Just out of nowhere.
That's totally Ping,
though. We're not leaving you for good.
That's totally Ping. Like, just randomly stands there and just puts his arms out like, anybody want a hug or give a hug? I've got my arms out, I'm ready.
He's the guy that sits on college campuses. Free hugs.
Free hugs.
Yeah. Free hugs.
Oh, I knew a guy like that.
So did I. He drank a lot.
Oh.
I imagine Ping did more of that Jonah Hill character who dresses up as a hot dog and says, "Ask me about my wiener."
Ask me about my wiener.
I said, ask me about my goddamn wiener.
That's more Ping speed. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys leave.
Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad?
Yeah.
nobody went with a one name.
I mean, I caught you guys on the spot. That's always when it's the best.
I mean, it was funny. We have funny names now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys leave the doors, you guys walk out towards the street and down towards the temple. You guys have been here before, so you're able to get there
I have
relatively
not.
quick. Oh, yeah. So actually, Morn would
Morn
know.
does though. Yeah.
Along the way, you do see not like very very often, but you do see pairs of guards walking the town.
I'll just kind of keep my head down. Maybe I'll I'll walk kind of hunched over a little bit to hide the fact I'm
like 7'2".
I'm gonna
a little bit
actually
taller.
cast Pass Without a Trace, so that Morn can basically be just hidden in plain sight, walking behind me, or next to me, or in front of me, whatever. So if you want to roll stealth,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
that might help, at least to make you a little less obvious to the eye.
Yeah, I guess 22.
22.
Not too shabby.
Okay. Luckily, I rolled a 1, so you guys are good. But you guys do make your way to the temple. Over the course of probably like 10-15 minutes. It's not far. It's late at night though. Kaz will be right back. Got it, Kaz. But it takes you a little bit to get there because of the pouring rain, and the mud the roads are no longer like nice flat solid road in cobblestone. It's like pure fucking just muck. Just fucking muck. But you get there, the temple doors are closed. There are lights throughout the temple. You do see lanterns and candles on the insides.
I'm just gonna go up to it and just pound the door with my fist 3 times.
Okay. About 5 minutes later, middle-aged man, shaved head appears, robed, opens the doors, and looks at you.
Is it someone I recognize?
No.
That's a good thing. May we come in? I have
1 second, guys. I got a screaming kid.
child aggro.
Das choice of parenting.
Child aggro.
Child aggro.
You drew
Ears.
aggro too early.
Ears like a Hulk.
Cass is.
I always forget if I need to type it or not.
Is that your alibi name, Kaz?
Hi, Auntie Cass.
Mm-hmm.
I go by Kaz.
Welcome back.
Name's so good, I say it twice.
Yeah.
Cass.
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 Apparently, spiders attack deals 1d1 piercing
Oh
damage.
my god.
D1.
Wow.
1d1.
Does it deal any poison damage?
It does. It doesn't actually d4. They have to succeed on a DC 9 saving throw.
That's,
Wow.
I don't.
That's not hard to
Yeah,
beat.
yeah. Martin couldn't fail that save.
I mean, I guess the average spider is pretty harmless.
Yeah.
To humans. I feel like a black widow should do the same amount of piercing, but then 10d10 poison damage or some shit on the failed save. Yeah, because 1d4 poison might not even kill a townsfolk if it rolls low.
Depends on how much HP it has.
Yeah.
How much? A wizard likely has 6 HP. So even a
level 1 wizard, yeah.
So even a level 1 wizard would survive max damage. It would only deal 5.
Yet they can't survive max damage from a single goblin attack.
Did aliens
What about aliens?
What about alien abduction?
Did they abduct Ginger?
No,
I'll
he
see
got
him.
kid aggro.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about the aliens that abducted Ginge.
No. He calls them kids, but we know better.
True.
All right.
How is the probe?
What?
Did they lube you up good before that?
I'm so fucking confused. So
Perfect.
confused.
Great.
Anyways,
Stream,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep it a secret.
He's a good actor, though.
yeah, I guess.
True.
Yeah. Wink,
You
wink.
guys make your way. Yeah, you guys make your way to the temple. The individual silently kind of steps aside through the door and lets you in. The main area is a bunch of pews, and at the very front is the holy symbol of Shantea with a bunch of candles and praying stools.
Thanks for letting us in. Do I need to talk to someone who knows who Kalen was?
He kind of tilts his head and kind of an expression and kind of waves his hands towards the pews and steps off for he walks out towards the main areas. And you guys Control F. Whoops. Okay. About 20 minutes later, a large, heavily garnished, cloaked individual with chains around the neck, bald, with a big beard. You see, I don't know, did you meet him before? I can't remember if you did or not, Morn.
So
The headmeister?
all I know is
They
last
did.
time I kept trying to sneak into the temple to bring them drinks because I was annoying Kalen.
No,
The
that
fucking-
that was
not
that wasn't
Denfeld.
That wasn't
that
this
wasn't
one. Yeah.
that wasn't Thinsveld.
Oh, that wasn't this
Thinsveld,
one? Oh, okay, good.
Thinsveld
That's a
we
good thing.
visited before we went to that underwater
That's
place
right.
with the
We were-
surfer
yeah.
bros.
So yes, we've definitely talked to this person.
Yeah.
Because we worked with her and we worked with this person on how to find the
Correct.
what we were looking.
So you would recognize Headmeister Oren Essence.
I'm assuming you got our letter about what happened to our friend Kalen.
Yes, it is very unfortunate that he went down that path. We have prayed for his soul to find peace.
I think it's only fitting that these are returned to you. I actually can't even read it as I hand the prayer book and then the holy symbol.
He kind of does like a slight little bow. It is appreciated and will be put with his grave.
Do you have a grave yet?
We have a grave with no body, but a grave for prayer.
Can we see it?
Yes. And he leads you out the side of the building and kind of pulls up his cloak over his head and walks out into the a big courtyard, and kind of semi close to where you guys descended into that under place. There seems to be two separate graveyards. There's one, and then almost on a hill away from the church, you walk through an archway, and at the top of the arch is a golden sun. And then you see about 30 different graves and he leads you through the graves, and at the very far end of the grave site is like a headstone, and it has a sun emblem at the top of the headstone, and on the on the tombstone it engraved is Kaelin's name.
I'm gonna walk up to it and kind of kneel beside it and put my hand on the headstone. And then just
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna copy what Freya does.
He says nothing. He just stands kind of behind you guys in silence.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna lower my head and just be silent for a moment.
The rain just pours.
After a short time, just being silent, I'm gonna stand up and move away from it.
Okay.
I'm gonna silently ask Shantea to forgive him, and then I will also back away.
And that brief that brief respite with the rain pouring, you kind of find that inner peace for a slight moment, and you ask for Kaelin's forgiveness. And just slightly, you kind of feel like a warm touch to your shoulder. As cold as it is, you kind of notice it, and it as quickly as it happens, it disappears. But for some reason, you feel a slight comfort. You guys are led back out of the graveyard as you guys walk through the the gated area with the sun on the top. The gates close. He closes the gates behind you and locks the door once more. Guides you guys back to the temple. Says his thanks and asks you if there's anything else you would like.
I can't say I know anything close to as much about Shantea as Kaelin did, but I've tried my best to learn about her too. A friend told me about her, and
Then I would assume what you need is this. And he reaches in the pew next to him and he pulls out one of the same prayer books that Kaelin had. It is something that he held dear to himself. And so for this, I give you one, that you may find whatever peace it is that you look for.
I'm gonna quickly open it and scan for pictures.
There's none.
I saw that coming.
I'm just gonna.
Well,
I'm gonna
I
hand
take
it
that back. There's like 5 or 6 pages where it's like an open field, and it looks like almost like gold embroidered, but like an open like farm field, and like a silhouetted female standing at the edge of the field looking out over the pastures.
Seeing Morn scan for pictures, I'm gonna put my hand in the book and look at Morn. I'll read it to you if you want.
Thank you. That would be nice.
The cutest and saddest moment ever in one. Cute that he tries, but sad. So sad.
You can't blame him. He lived in a village. There was no need to read.
I kind of wish he had asked me what my last name was. I'm not even sure Morn would understand that. So that could have
probably not.
that could have been fun too. So I'll thank the head person there.
He low bows and he thanks you for bringing the remains of Kaelin, that he may hopefully be peacefully peacefully gifted along.
Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Be safe. And may Shantae's light watch over you.
You as well.
Always. And you guys towards the two double doors and lead you out into the night.
Is Pass Without a Trace still going? Or do you have to recast it?
It lasts for 1
An
hour. Yeah. I don't imagine we would have been in there for an hour.
Pretty close.
I was gonna say
Pretty close.
maybe close because we spent a little bit of time, but we still have a little bit of time.
Okay. 21 to sneak back.
Yep, we'll head back to the inn.
You guys begin to make your way. Oh, you have slide. You guys have passed out a trace up. No.
Yes.
During
Okay.
during all that, I would have imagined I would have sat next to Kaz and try to ask her what has all gone on since I've left or been gone. I thought I had said that earlier, but my mic wasn't working, so y'all didn't hear me.
Yeah, we'll just get a couple pictures and catch up.
All right, sounds good.
So you guys make your way back to the inn through the dead of night. No issues because of the pass out trace. Just barely at the end of it, you were able to use it to the most of your advantage. You come back and the inn. You guys are completely soaking wet. But anybody else in the meantime, what are you doing? Ping had asked Kaz to kind of like what was going on since he had taken off. Anybody else?
I'm just sitting at the table. Right, you know, if I've finished whatever meal we had by this time,
more
be casually, slowly nursing a drink. I've had enough fun with intoxicants for quite a while.
Aw, you poor thing.
Oh, fuck off.
Really? Henri's had too much?
She saw what it did to you, and more, and not enjoyed that.
I would have sat down and gotten a real drink.
Okay, and as you guys remember, the beer here is amazing.
Oh, oh, I don't know that. Never mind.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll sample some of the local brews.
Ping will happily oblige. He hasn't drank in a while, but he's letting a little loose tonight.
A little intemperance isn't too bad every now and then.
The beer here is incredibly good. Think like almost mead style, made from honey, very rich. Yeah, exactly. Very rich, very it hits all the taste buds just correct. It's incredibly good.
Liquid gold.
Exactly. Nom 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 nom. So.
And after a while, Ping will stand up, and he'll talk to the group, and he'll be like, "I'm sorry that I left you guys. It's been brought to my attention that you guys have gone through a lot without me, and I'm sad that I wasn't there to be with you guys in those times. And I'm back now, and I'm here.
That's all that matters. You went through hell too, so.
Yeah, it didn't seem like you were having too much fun being in a cage.
No, and I was so happy when you guys found me.
We're happy we found you too, especially the predicament you were in. Might not have gone so well if we hadn't showed up.
Well, we're all meant to be together for a reason.
I agree. We're the Lone Rangers.
We always find our way back to each other.
Oh.
Oh, cue the cute sad music.
Well, I must say, whatever happened.
Even the new member, I don't even know. Who is it? What's her name again? I'm sorry.
It's Alyssa, but right now she's Mavis.
Yeah.
I'll just be like the new girl.
Save Jess. Save your breath. I'm not one of you.
Do you not want to be, or do you feel that you aren't?
Well, you're here with us for a reason. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
Mavis. Which is it? Do you feel you're not one of us because you don't want to be, or because you feel you just aren't?
Did you think that Mavis was one of us?
She's here with us, fighting with us.
She's either a foe or friend.
Neither.
There's no in between.
Damn, shit got real quick there. Here's me trying to deflect, but you know. Anyway, sorry, that was out of character.
Yeah, no, she's helped us before.
Well, give her time, maybe she'll come out of her shell. Hopefully, she's our friend.
Yeah, she's been with us. She's been with us long enough that I trust her enough. She's charming in her own way.
Well, if y'all's judgment is good towards her, then mine is too. I trust all of you.
Yeah, we have kind of come to understand each other a little better.
Out of character, I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna be stabbed in the middle of the night.
Yeah. That's likely.
Like, how dare you ask if I'm one of you?
Do I recognize that tense feeling from Freya?
No, that was
passive. Yeah, you probably get the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, that was out of character, but I definitely, from asking twice and not getting a response, I probably would be just a little bit tense. Like, okay, I'm gonna take it that you don't want to be.
Are you looking at her?
Oh, 100%. I was asking straight to her if she felt she wasn't part of our group because she didn't want to be, or because she just didn't feel like we accepted her as one of us.
Her tone and the way she looks was not agitated. It was actually very melancholy.
I won't feel tense then. But I will kind of look at her, kind of a little puzzled.
She'll look back at you and she'll kind of give like a somber smile before going back to her drink.
Well, for whatever it's worth, I trust that you would have my back. Just as I hope you would trust I would have yours. Especially if the time came.
And that's what a weapon's for, isn't it?
Oh.
I'm gonna stare at her and see if she notices me staring at her.
She probably would.
So,
Say,
I was gonna say, what's your passive? Because I would say anything above like 12, and you for sure notice.
Oh yeah, 16.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it? Dragons?
Wait, no,
Enough
what?
of-
What do your
Enough
elf
of
eyes
this.
see?
She's talking to you.
Oh, I'm just gonna wink at her and smile awkwardly at her.
True pink fashion.
Score gives that inquisitive look like, okay. And just goes back to her drink. And then she'll sort of start up again. She'll say, what I meant by that, Freya, was I do not consider myself a part of you, of your group, because I do not consider myself a person. A weapon, as I said before. That's just going about and doing its business.
Well, are you our weapon or someone else's weapon? And that's in character.
I'm my own, and I do with my edges as I please.
Well, what's your goal?
Fun, thrills, excitement. And your group is providing that in bountiful harvests, so that's why I'm here.
Well, whether or not you see yourself as a person, we see you as a person.
That's an unfortunate point of view.
Well, tell us why.
Depends on the individual that sees that point of view.
Well, tell us why we should keep you around.
Oh.
My edges are sharp. And I guess that's the only good thing I have going for me.
Will your edges ever come against us?
I don't believe so.
Oh, baby.
Well, that's
Don't
a good
worry,
enough
Pam.
answer.
Don't let her edgy demeanor fool you. She's kind of fond of us. I can tell.
I can tell too. And I'll just smile awkwardly again at her and wink.
We should get some sleep. I want to get up early tomorrow and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I would agree as well. We still have a long way to go.
And we can't get there soon enough.
So, are Kaz and Ping going to have their conversation tonight or another night?
Well, it sounded like they had it because they grabbed like 2 pictures and sat down and like caught up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Or it sounded like they were doing it while me and Morn were
While they were
off.
at the temple.
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, that conversation was kind of like short-chain, but yeah.
Okay.
But I think I got the gist of what's going on, and if that's the way we want to keep it, that's the way it's good, and it's all good. I think I know pretty much what the story is led up until I came back, so.
I mean, unless Kaz wants to do like a quick recap, like the conversation occurred to, like more.
I just
formally.
figured we probably didn't have time in real time to
Probably not.
do it all.
Yeah.
So you guys have a conversation, get everything up to snuff, and over
And
the
I-
course
and I
of
guess-
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would. I mean, if Kaz had any questions about me, I would have answered them. You know, like, but it's all right. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what they would have been, but I guess I would have filled him in on everything I know too.
Yeah. So, over the course of the next hour or two, you guys basically just fill in all of the holes from when you were gone.
Yeah.
How many rooms do we have? We just got the one, right?
No, you guys got enough rooms for all of you guys.
Oh, sweet. Morning will go up pretty early, I think.
So, are you guys going to bed for the night then?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So you guys all go to bed for the night.
No.
You wake up. No, you don't. What are you doing?
I said no. I know.
I will take my trance in the latter half of the night. I'll stay up for the first 4 hours and just kind of listen for if anything goes wrong.
I will have gone in my room, but I would have been reading the journal to continue to gather more information.
Ping will go to his room and do his normal ritual. Just get almost naked and meditate. And go to sleep.
So you guys go to bed. You guys wake up the next morning. You guys get everything gathered up into the wagon. You guys begin to make your way towards the front gate. Are you doing anything before you exit? Do you need to stop anywhere and get anything?
Repair the tent.
Would they have time to do that, or should we just buy a new one?
Maybe we just buy a new one.
If we still have enough gold for a tent.
Wait,
I
are we like downstairs, or are we like in our rooms still? Like,
We're at the cart, kind of outside.
oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go get a new tent, tarp, canopy, shelter of some kind.
I'm gonna assume that Ping doesn't have money for shit, so anymore.
You still have a little bit of money. I mean, you have enough where it's like not a big deal. I mean, you have probably 50 gold.
Oh, okay. And yeah, with that, I'll be like, well, yeah. It's not on me, but
So you guys are trying to get the tent repaired, correct?
No, I think you probably just buy a new one.
Okay. You guys are able to find a small tent, like a 2-person tent at the General Inn. It'll cost you about 50 gold. And it's just like your actually not even that. It's probably 10 gold, and it's just like your basic canvas tent. It's not anything like that giant one that you guys bought.
They have just the one or a couple?
They
How
have
many
2.
people can it fit?
About 2 people.
Yeah, we would need a couple of them then.
I'll step up and buy one with my 50 gold.
They're 10 gold.
Well, the tent I have can fit 2 people, and if that one can fit 2 people, and that one can fit 2 people, that's enough, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, don't always need a place to lie down. Don't usually lie down, in fact.
Well, that's good because there's probably not much room in my tent for one more person.
Oh, that's all right. You can have it all to yourself, buddy.
We need anything else before we go?
I think that was it.
I'm gonna look at Morn and be like, "You're still carrying?" Morn is the one that had all the alcohol, right? In his backpack.
No, I actually ended up dumping most of that around here somewhere. If you go out in the woods, you could probably find it. I still, don't worry, I still got a little bit of the good stuff.
Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought you were just trying to sober up, trying to be a good boy.
I haven't actually had a drink in a while, outside of, well, last night, or 2 nights ago. So it's been a while.
Well, that's good. I know that you're a lot happier with your sister being back and all, too. I'm happy about that. I'm happy for
Yeah,
you.
she's back partly thanks to you. So
Thanks to all of us.
it's kind of what we do. That's why we're helping Andre now.
And his little sister?
Daughter.
Daughter. Oh, yeah. Andre. That's right.
Andre.
Andre. I remember when Ping called Andre for like forever.
Good times.
Do I?
Unironically, good times.
So you guys are able to pack up, get everything ready. You buy the tents for each of you. Alyssa disappears for probably like 20 minutes or so and returns. You guys pack up into the cart. You guys leave through the front entrance. Doesn't seem to be any kind of issue as you're allowed to leave. You each show each one of your identification cards.
And I've
More?
redisguised myself
Okay.
Oh, same.
More.
in the morning.
Are you doing anything?
Yeah, as soon as I saw there were guards at the gate, I would have transformed.
So you transform. You immediately hitch a ride on somebody.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna ride on top of the horse.
Okay.
Out of tail whip.
Okay.
I'm gonna. If he's sitting on the horse, I'm gonna sit on the cart right behind the horse with the reins.
So who's driving the cart?
I guess that would be me then.
Sounds like Ping is driving. I don't know if I should be concerned.
Only has to
So-
drive it for like 100 feet.
True, fair.
We'll be fine.
So
Can't fuck that up.
make the animal handling check. Whoever's driving the horse.
I'll be driving it once we get out of the town.
Okay. Well, he has to get you through the gate, so
He has to
make
get
an
us through the gate.
make an animal handling check.
Oh no.
baby.
Lord.
Roll a d6.
Oh no.
Evens, it's okay. Odds bad.
Uh-oh.
Odds bad.
Shit.
Okay, so you
I'm
watch
about to
Ping get up there,
squashed.
and he gets up there, he sits down, and I've driven a horse before. Quack! And like the horse just takes off. And you guys watch, and like everybody in like the back of the cart, you guys get thrown immediately towards the ass end of the cart and almost up over the side and out the back. The guards immediately to the sides jump off, like out of the way, trying to get out of the way of the cart. And Ping, you are like ass over tea kettle, holding onto the reins, but like halfway up and over the seat, holding on.
I'm gonna be hollering, help, help!
I'll like scurry to the front of the cart to help
Okay.
grab hold of the reins.
And I'll like try to get up there and go like, whoa, whoa. Try to calm the horses.
Was I able to stay on the horse?
Make just a straight dexterity check with the spider's dexterity.
Yep.
You shouldn't have reminded me.
Like, to be honest. Oh, they get plus dexterity. It's the same as mine, so I'm just gonna roll. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
9's pretty good.
Yeah. So, you get thrown off of the horse. So, I'm gonna roll to see where you land. Okay. Okay. You make it about 30 feet on the opposite side of the gate.
That's good.
When do I when I see him fall off the horse, is someone helping
Don't
me already
say
with
it.
the reins?
You don't see Morn get kicked off the horse. He's just a tiny wee little spider.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then
I mean,
gone.
I got to the where I was trying to get to, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
So you got about 30 minutes left on your transform. So you can
Mhm.
you can shimmy a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna run so I can get out of view of the guards, probably behind like a tree or something. Once it gets to about a half an hour.
At a half an hour, you finally make it to a tree on the outskirts of town, but it takes you a long ways, and you are like double dashing, sprinting to get there.
Yep.
The entire time, you see like birds circling the area. You see like creatures walking around the grounds, like squirrels and stuff like that, and you're just shitting bricks the entire trip.
Yeah, we'll be moving fast, but also
Shitting little web bricks.
trying to stealth. So
So, you guys do make it about 125 feet out of town before you're able to get the reins under check and pull the cart to a stop.
Who helped me? Freya?
Yep.
I'll be like,
See,
I think you got this.
I hope so. You obviously don't.
damn.
Yeah, this isn't my specialty. I just wanted to try it.
It's not my specialty either.
Uh,
But I think 2 half brains are better than no, or just a half brain.
I'm not sure 2 half brains are better than no brain.
so
I mean, 2 half brains as opposed to just 1 half brain.
2 half brains is where you end up with lots of trouble.
so you're the right and I'm the left.
Yep,
I hope you're good at music.
I'm definitely not.
All right, let's
Okay.
let's
So,
try.
Morn, you bamf out. The cart is a decent amount of distance away from you.
Yeah, I'm
There's-
waiting until they hit the tree line.
Okay. So they're beyond the tree line. They're like beyond you.
Oh. Well, once
Yeah.
I can transform, I can catch up.
Okay.
And I'll just run up and be like, whoa, Carl, they didn't need to do that.
So you guys get the cart to a stop. You sit there for a while, And then you get ready to go again. All of a sudden, you see Morn like in a dead sprint, coming behind you guys. Like, wait. So whoever's manning the next portion of this, roll an animal handling check.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Carl for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna explain to him everything that Carl did wrong, but also promise him some hay once we get to McHill.
Okay.
And then I will try and handle some animals here.
I guess I should ask Andre how many waves we've made. Andre.
Back to your old habits.
I will just keep it at Andre. I like Andre. We're just gonna keep that from now on. You are now Andre.
Vetoed.
Andre, the female elf. She's got a background. She's got a background. She's really good at basketball though. Like really good.
All I can think about is Andre the Giant.
She's got ups.
I mean, she do got the hops. I'll say that.
She's got the hops. She's got that ups. She's small, but she's got that vertical. So, you're able to gently and nicely guide the horses down the road. I'm assuming you're sticking to the road this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6.
3.
It is cloudy, but decent weather. You have no issues on the travel. It's a little windy, but not enough to detriment your speed or the road away, the path ahead of you. Other than that, it's a pretty clear day.
Excuse me.
You are able to get the majority of the trip there. You're probably about 30 miles away. Either you can push through the night and try and make it there by morning, or you guys can camp.
How's the weather right now?
Cloudy, but nice.
Well, we have tents now.
If we want to camp out under the stars, or the clouds, as it may be, I will volunteer to take the first 4 hours of watch.
Okay. Are you guys doing it on the road? Are you guys pulling off the road? What are you guys doing?
I would imagine we would probably get at least, 1,000 feet from the road.
You should get off the road.
Yeah, definitely a ways away.
I guess me and Freya are driving the cart, so...
No, Morn is actually driving.
What's the lay of the land like here? Are there more trees?
A little more trees, and the ground is kind of turning from like prairie fields to more of like thick barley fields, like almost farming.
Does it? If I look out to either side, does it look like there's any good, like little small clusters of trees or anything we can pull off into?
Perception check.
Like dips in the ground.
That could work too. Fuck's sake. 12.
12? Not hard, but about another 20 feet up the road from you, you actually do see, you actually see almost like a circular half moon style of rocks that kind of has an outcropping up and over.
That looks too close to the road.
Is it like right along the road?
It's about 30 feet off the road, 40 feet, roughly.
I think we should get farther away from the road. This looks like a place other people would stop too.
Yeah, I'll hop off the cart real quick and just go over there real fast and check to see if there's any signs that other people have camped here in this little cave, I guess, or little rock overhang.
You do see like previous like fires. It looks like it's a known camping spot.
Mm-hmm.
You see where an old fire pit actually was. You checked the fire. It's been over a day since somebody was here, from what you can guess.
Hmm. Well, it seems like there's been a lot of people come through this way and stopped in this little overhang. Last one may have been about a day or so ago. Probably not the best idea, since it seems like it's well known. Probably want to find somewhere else. I would again recommend we find a spot a little ways off the road.
I agree. Somebody could easily show up here.
We do not want that.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, so you guys are trying to find something else a little farther off the road?
Yeah, I'm assuming this land's not perfectly flat, so some sort of like divot in the ground or something. Or
There's like 2 or 3 little divots. There's a lot of like small clusters of trees. So
yeah, we'll find something like that, but pretty far from the road. Definitely far enough that if you were walking alone, you wouldn't hear us talking.
okay.
For sure.
As far away as that would need to be.
So about 200 to 300 feet off the road, about another half mile up the road, you do find something off the beaten path. About a cluster of trees far out into the field. You find like a little circular encroachment of them.
This seems like as good a place as any. Any signs that other people have been here?
No, not at that one.
I'm gonna ask Carl if he likes barley.
He just kind of like neighs and like scoots back and forth and begins eating out of the field, like before you even say anything.
Definitely seems like he does.
Okay. You guys setting up camp for the night?
Yeah, we'll set up the tents. I think Andre said she'd take first watch.
Okay.
I can do the first 4 hours.
My back. Itchy. Roll perception.
Oh, are we just going straight into the watch then?
Are you?
I don't know if there's anything to
Probably.
do before bed.
Can I have a forgery kit
Okay.
that I'm proficient in. Would I be able to forge some papers for Morn since he didn't get any?
Possibly. Do you have a way of putting his face on a card? So,
Probably
two,
not.
2 things. One, you can transcribe onto a card. Not an issue. We'll roll for that. To do the second portion of it, painting and or magical means, you would either need to be 1, artistic and actually draw on the piece of paper Morn's likeness, or 2, magically transcribe this. So it would be a arcane check, and this is just homebrew. But it would be I'll have you roll arcane, and it'll be a high DC.
Okay.
Because you've never tried to do that before. Think of it like you basically like taking a photograph.
Yeah. I think, as we're setting up camp, I'd like to try to do that in case we have to provide papers when we get to McKill.
Okay. So first things first, do you have paper, like magical paper, like what you would use to inscribe spells on?
So the kit really just says a variety of papers and parchments, pens and inks, seals and wax, gold and silver leaf, other supplies necessary to create convincing forgeries. So I don't know. It's probably your call.
Nah, unfortunately, that's going to be more along your lines of just regular papers and like whatnot. You actually need to go, like to a magical shop and get, paper that's actually able to
Specifically
handle
for that.
Correct. Like what you would use to transcribe spells onto for like a spell book. Like if you were like a sorcerer or like a wizard that actually had to transcribe all their spells, you would need parchment of that kind.
Okay, would I be able to tell fairly easily that that is not the same thing?
Yeah, oh yeah, you would know.
Okay.
You would know right off the bat. You would know pretty much what they like, looking at the cards that the group has versus what you have, you would instantly know the difference.
Okay. Then I'll probably wait to do that later then.
Okay. Okay. Anybody doing anything else? Or are we going to bed?
Nope. Not me.
Okay. Henri, roll perception for the night. Well, for the first 4 hours.
Yeah, I mentioned Henry. I can take a watch too.
Oh,
before
I was AFK, but so I imagine we found a spot and we pitched tents and we're camping.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And we have enough tents for all of us?
You have at least 3, so 2, 4, 6. So 2 people, you'll have to share a tent.
Well, Morn, I suppose I can wake you up when I'm done,
Yeah.
if you like. Unless you'd rather take the last.
No, I can go after you.
Alrighty. Anyone to take the last watch then?
I can do the last one.
Right. Well then, the rest of you, I bid you good night. And I wouldn't probably have been inside any of the tents, but if I was, I will exit.
Okay.
So if we're
So-
sharing tents, because
Yeah,
you said
so
we have
who-
3.
So who's in what tents, and did you guys do a fire? Like, what did you guys do for the
Yeah, I was
campsite?
gonna say, what's the deets? We're missing
Give me the
some
deets. Give me the deets.
Andre and I are sharing a tent, but we're both taking watches.
Oof,
So
that's a smelly tent.
Why?
Andre's not really using it. Like I'm taking the first 4 hours, waking up while Andre's on a watch,
Yeah.
and Andre's probably just staying outside to get a
Okay.
trance. So,
Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. Who's taking the third watch?
I can take a watch.
Last watch goes to Freya. Who's sharing tents? Henri and Morn.
I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but sure.
I will suggest to Alyssa sharing a tent.
Oh, you want to share a tent with the person with mental problems?
I do. I also have mental problems, I will remind you. We have more in common than you think.
Yeah, she wouldn't be opposed. She'll just say, sure.
Alright.
Freya cuddles in, unzips the bag, and like gets in real close to Alyssa and just shins on.
Oh, maybe y'all can hear me now.
Oh, there
good
you
morning.
go.
Oh, jeez. What keeps happening with your mic?
I don't know. I always gotta unplug it and plug it back in. I said I went to a random tent. I just went into a random tent. Whatever was set up.
So-
That's
I
me
guess
and
you
you,
have
brother.
to roll
You're
a
the
You-
roll a d4 or
You just
something.
you see like Ping's legs
What
just
are you
like out of the tent
What are you doing?
as you come around the corner,
doing?
Kaz, and you're like, well, whatever.
We're like the Bash Brothers on Mighty Ducks.
Oh baby, Bash Brothers for life. So you guys each collectively gather into your tents. You bed down for the night. The horses are tied up. I'm assuming you guys have a small fire going in the middle of the tents.
Nah,
No no fire.
no fire.
No fire.
No fire.
I will say, as we're bedding down, just a little thing. As Alyssa's like undressing and stuff, she doesn't take off her bandages, which Freya might find interesting. I don't know.
Should I roll a d4 to see whose tent I went into?
I mean, you
hold
just
on.
went into the random empty tent.
I wouldn't have found it that odd because I would have gone to bed probably completely clothed, minus maybe my cloak.
Gotcha.
Because wasn't planning on shedding any clothes, so I don't blame her for keeping covered.
They are bloody and covered in dirt, by the way.
That would be intriguing. Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, they're very visible.
Then I probably would say, do you have wounds that need to be mended?
No.
No.
And then she sort of looks on. Oh, these. They don't come clean, ever.
Do you need new ones? Or that's just how they are?
That's just how they are. You've used that cleanup magic before, won't you? Here, try it. And she sort of holds her arm out.
I'll cast Prestidigitation on her bandages.
And nothing happens.
You watch as like it starts to clean and then just like goes back or reverts back.
That is very strange. Do you know why it's like that?
Not exactly, just... I can only assume it was something that happened.
Is it necessary for you to have them on?
They help.
Well, okay then. Not really knowing what to kind of make of that, I won't keep pressing.
Does she look sort of confused?
Oh, good point. Yeah, what does her demeanor look like when I'm asking these questions?
What is her demeanor?
I'm asking you, do you look confused as she said that?
Yeah, because I wouldn't understand why your bandages are bloodied, they can't be cleaned, and the fact that you're wearing them but you don't really know why, and it's just something that they do. That all doesn't make much sense to me, so I probably would look a little confused trying to process a possibility for why that would be a thing.
Bitch.
As she notices that, she'll sort of sigh and say, I was born in Steinthorn, you know. Both my parents were heavily engrossed in the political side of things. My father was an infantryman, and my mother was a famous investigator and field medic. That's the form I'm taking right now, as I'm sure you might have guessed.
I didn't know that.
Eventually, though, they were slain on the battlefield by a peculiar creature, this ancient bear that had rested for who knows how long on the forest on the outskirts of town. No one had seemed to be able to get rid of it no matter what. Not knowing what else to do, with my parents gone, I just decided to enlist in the city watch myself. The only things I have that belong to them were my father's dagger, and she sort of gestures over her arm, my mother's medical bandages. It was one day when I was on patrol, we were chasing a few animals out of the area surrounding the town gates, and I decided to pursue them into said forest. They seemed to be causing several nuisances, so I decided just getting rid of them would be the best option. So I went into the forest, not really thinking anything of it, thinking it would be an easy search and destroy mission. Till eventually, I came upon that very same bear, who was the most massive creature I'd ever seen. Thick, matted fur, crusty with blood. His footsteps shook the trees. And as I stood there with my spear raised, simple town guard weapon now that I look at it, I wasn't scared. I felt excited. Adrenaline was pumping through my veins, and all that was running through my mind was how happy I would be when I would finally get to kill it. So when I first discovered my excitement for battle, I guess you could say, I underestimated it though. I was nowhere near the same person I am now. One fucking claw swipe from that thing sent me flying into a tree. Probably broke a few of my ribs. Coughed up blood. But I was just still so excited. And finally getting to end this infernal creature. I knew there was something different about it. How old it was. It seemed to have gained some sort of domain over the forest. And in a moment of weakness, my mother's medical bandages fell out of my pouch. So I did the only thing I could think of, since he had snapped my weapon in twine, and I couldn't exactly reach for my dagger under my armor. I raced up his back, taking my mother's bandages, and I wrapped it around its neck, and I just pulled and pulled with everything that I had left. And eventually it went slump. And it got covered in the dirt of the field, and my mother's bandages got covered in the dirt of the field, and the blood of that infernal creature. And they've never been the same since. No matter how many times I've tried, I just can't seem to clean them. That bear did something to them. I can only assume it was magic in some way. After that was when Lucian approached me. Said he had a proposal for an experiment of sorts. He, noticing what I did, he wanted me to be the first volunteer. Promising incredible power, I accepted. And then, I've told this story before to you. I broke out after taking those powers for myself, and been on the road ever since. Because of what happened, he struck the records of my parents' death from all known memories of Steinthorn. That's why people still think she's alive outside the city walls. So, and she sort of gives a cocky smile. That's the story of the weapon standing in front of you today.
I'm gonna be visibly very engrossed in the story that you told. And after you finished and said that, I'm gonna kind of give a really warm half smile, and I'm just gonna hug you. Regardless of if you are accepting of it or not.
She would be quite surprised, probably just sort of a sharp intake of air. She wouldn't really know what to do. She'd just stand there with or just sit there with her arms limp and just sort of accept it.
I would just continue to hug you for a moment, and then I would say, I'm glad that you got your revenge on that creature, and maybe it was some kind of magic, leaving a mark or a memory of what happened. But again, regardless of what you think of yourself, you're still a person. And I'll let go.
Sort of look down very somberly and just say, maybe so. Chuckle lightly. It's kind of hard to believe that when you can turn into a bear.
Well, Morn can turn into many things, and he's still a person too.
Do bears normally stand on two legs?
I haven't seen them, but I guess in this case they do.
Quite often, when agitated, they do.
That's what I was saying. I've never seen them, but
That didn't happen.
maybe they do.
Maybe.
Like Andre only heard that part of the conversation. Do bears normally walk on two legs?
Yes,
sometimes.
an owl bear does.
Owl
You ever fought one before?
Oh my god.
Like I said,
Yeah, so I'll still have like a kind of a warm half smile on my face. I'm glad that you shared that with me. It kind of helps me understand. But you should probably get some rest. And my watch will begin soon, so I should get some rest too.
Ooh, she went full Game of Thrones. My watch begins
My
soon.
watch begins soon. Winter's
So,
coming.
Your watch
Winter
ends.
So as
I
you
think-
guys,
Round of applause for Frosty. What a fucking awesome story.
Oh yeah.
you guys didn't get the other one. That one, I'm gonna have Kaylin one of these days in stream when we have a little lowdown. I'm gonna have him give Kaylin's too, because that's
we
one
never
that.
got Kaylin's full one.
oh, maybe we don't
That-
deserve to get Kalen's.
Yeah.
It's good.
Too good not to.
I mean, it's not like Alyssa's is better in my opinion. I feel like there's a little more like to it, but Kaylin's was good. It also explains a lot of shit. So, yeah. But as you guys have your conversations, and you kind of get a little more understanding for why Alyssa is the way that she is, and it kind of sombers you to a moment. But as the night creeps in, you settle down, your thoughts are your own. You drift off to sleep. Henri, roll the first watch.
That would be that's a 15 plus. What's my fucking shit? 22.
Your night goes with no issues. For the 4 hours that you were up, you do hear a lot of snoring from Morn's tent, like a lot.
Okay.
There you go, Andre. There you go, Bubby. There you go, Bubby.
Sorry, I was
yeah.
like,
You sleeping over there on me? You sleeping?
I was not sleeping. I was
Okay.
vibing.
I was
You
messaging.
don't see me
I
going
was-
like this.
I was meditating.
Yeah, I was in my trance, dude.
Anyways, your 4 hours go without issue. Your watch comes to an end. and you can pass it off to the next person.
I will go wake up Morin.
More.
Hop down
I
from the
also-
tree.
I also rolled a 22.
Very nice.
Damn!
Your watch goes with no issue as well. As the night continues on, you see movement on the far end of your vision, but you are able to pretty much guess that it's just creatures in the night, foxes and whatnot. So, who is the last one to go?
Me.
I'll wake up Freya and I'll mention about the creatures I saw moving, but they're likely just wilderness creatures.
Yeah, just nocturnal. You are woken up, Freya, and you are it's like 3 a.m. roughly. So roll your perception.
You have failed.
Waking up early in the morning does not suit you. And you kind of do like that half looking around the camp and oh, and you kind of start to bop in and out. After about Kaz, 20 minutes in, you partially fall asleep for about 5 minutes. And you wake up and you hear noises all around. And you kind of look around and it's in that real out of it sleepy grogginess. And all of a sudden you feel a crossbow bolt to the back of your head. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that, miss. Don't move. Put your weapons down at the side, and this'll all be peaceful and quiet.
I'm still semi-conscious while in trance.
Mm-hmm.
Would I
About a
get
second
any
later,
of this?
a little sword appears around your up next to underneath your throat, and just a hand on your shoulder. Don't move. Don't move. This all be over real quiet. Stand up and move towards the back. Tell your friends to come out peacefully and quietly. Stand up and move.
I'm gonna ask
Shit.
the one that has the crossbow bolt to the back of my head. What do you want?
Oh, just all your belongings, the cart, and all the money that you have on you. Just a
I
little
would
simple.
I would like to turn the table.
So hold on. So as you look around, there's about 15 other people. The whole camp is surrounded, and each one of these people is surrounding each one of the tents.
That's Ginge speak for I don't want you to pull any funny business.
You can do whatever you want. I just wanted to make sure you knew what was there before you did it.
Such a generous DM to not let me be slaughtered.
Like I said, you can do whatever you want. But there's about 3 or 4 of them literally sitting outside of Morn's tent right now, just peeking in at this giant individual with half of the body on the outside of the tent.
Is that me?
No, it'd be Morn.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Am I awake yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There's a couple of people around each tent, and then there's several people that are kind of on the along the edges of the on the edges of the tent. And then there's the guy that has the crossbow bolt to you right now is wearing a long trench coat, black with a big black hat. Just be up nice and gently, and we'll take all your belongings and have a really good night. Well, morning for that matter. What do you say, miss? Please wake them up gently.
Ginge, I need to look at something really quick.
Go ahead. Each one of the individuals does start to poke people in the tent and is telling you to come out with your hands in the air and not to make any sudden movements. So as each one of you guys are being woken up and like peeking out of the tent, you do see a crossbow bolt to the back of Freya's head, and you do see a sword up under Andre's throat.
As hard as it is, I'm gonna refrain, I think.
To you. You can roll another perception check to see the exact amount of people, because this is it's different now. Your eyes are fuzzy. You're waking up. So as far as
So
you can
you
tell, you're
Kinda
not
cool.
able to get an exact count, but there is. I mean, there's people. There's quite a few people.
Can I roll see if I look around?
I would say since you're waking up now and you have a sword to your throat, yes.
That's a 22.
22. There's 8 people exactly. I believe you.
Yeah.
There's 8 people.
And I see an arrow to Freya's head and a
Correct.
sword to Andre's throat.
Like up under the throat. Yep.
Yeah, I'm still like on the ground in my kneeling position. I haven't moved at all.
Nope.
I'm just kind of.
Are we all awake?
Yep. Everybody's awake and been stood up.
And they have explained to all of us their intentions.
Not yet. Nope. The individual who looks to be the leader is standing behind Freya right now with a crossbow bolt to the back of her head and like a short sword out on one side.
What do you want?
Oh, I just want... And he points at Kaz, the little coin purse that she has, and the coin purse that one has, and all of the other items that you have on you. You could just throw them on the ground right there in front of you.
Who are you?
Oh, just your nice little highway bandits. We're just looking for a little easy cash and run.
Can't blame you for a little easy cash, right?
Oh, exactly. It's not my fault that you're out just sleeping in the middle of the fields.
It's a good thing for you because we have lots of gold.
That's very good. I like that.
In
Simple
our
man.
hearts.
Ginger,
In our
I'm gonna do
hearts,
it.
he means.
Kaz, just give him the gold.
Hold
We
on.
don't want...
I would like to...
Ping isn't standing.
Doesn't provoke opportunity. Spelling advantage on one attack.
Ping is not standing.
Once before the spell ends, you give yourself advantage on one weapon attack. Roll on your turn.
Is it Zephyr Strike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to... I probably need to roll something for this first. I would like to strategically take... I imagine it's still dark out.
Yeah, it's like early. It's like not quite dusk, but the sun is starting to come up.
So I would
Dawn.
like to use Shadow's Touch. Oh, that's not... It doesn't give the information. Why? It's the one that... In the darkness, it becomes a +2 short sword. I would like to strategically pull that from my side and whip around the individual that has the crossbow bolt to the back of my head and put the Shadow's Touch to his neck.
Okay. Are you making an attack, or you're just putting it up to his neck?
I'm looking at Zephyr Strike if it's necessary, but first I'm trying to gain the upper hand by putting him in my position.
Okay. So to do that, and I'm just telling you before you make this decision, but to do that, it's going to be kind of to the extent of a grapple check. Because you're gonna basically bamf around to him, but we'll do it with dexterity instead. To see how quickly you can get behind him and stick it up to his throat. And to see if he dodges that.
Actually, now that you said that, I think I would bamf. As opposed to try and... Well, honestly, it doesn't matter because you're still going to make me make a grapple check.
No.
If I were to use the cape and bamf behind him instead of trying to, like, use, like, dexterity or something and, like, move out of his grasp.
You're still going to have to make that check to put the knife to his throat. So if you use Zephyr Strike, you could attack with it. But if you bamf, I mean, you can do the same thing too. But I think it's an action to use the
Well,
cape.
Zephyr Strike is if
Zephyr
I'm
Strike
attacking
stays
it.
active for a minute if you concentrate.
Right, but that's also an attack. Whereas my initial reaction, I'm trying to make him now the victim in the situation. And hold the power card. So I don't necessarily want to attack him. I'm more trying to now put a weapon to his body and be safely behind him, essentially.
And you can do that with a check.
So I have to do a grapple check to do that, which is strength, isn't it?
Well, we'll do we'll do your dexterity versus his dexterity because it'll be a little bit different. Because it's going to be you're not actually grappling him. You're more
Getting
moving
behind
and
him.
positioning and trying to be quick. So it's
you
going
want me to roll dex?
Yep, straight dex. So it's gonna be your dex versus his dex, and his might be higher or lower. You're not sure. You want to do it? Or what are you doing?
Everybody, cross your fingers for me. Cross the fingers. Everybody.
You sure you want to do this?
I will look at Freya as I see her wheels turning, and I just want to give her a head nod.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered because I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not looking for approval.
Not approval, just encouragement. Like,
do it.
we're gonna do this.
Do it.
Yep. So either you can grapple check, or you can straight attack, or you can bam far enough away. Okay.
Do it. Kill him. Let
Come
the
on,
hate
Ginge.
flow through you.
Come on, Ginge. Don't.
Okay.
You rolled lower than me. You rolled lower than me.
Did I?
You rolled. Come on. You rolled lower than me. You did.
So, you're wanting to do what now? You're wanting to
Duck.
Are you
like
are
I don't
you-
know. Like
are,
duck.
I know, but are you doing the Zephyr Strike or are you doing the Bamf?
Well, I'm not attacking. I'm just trying to get behind him and put the knife to his neck.
Correct, but the different things are different actions. So it's still an action to do that, so you need to make sure you have an action to stick it up under the throat. So it matters what you do. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay. In that case, I believe the cape is a bonus. Let me double check. Dimension door, dimension door. Why can't I find it? Capable while wearing you can get spell as an action. And then bonus action. I think Zephyr Strike is a bonus action.
It is.
Sweet, okay. So I would Bamf.
Okay.
I would use the cape to disappear and show up behind him.
So you Bamf back, and you immediately emerge from the shadows from the cloak, behind the individual and knife straight up to the underneath the throat.
Perfect music for this, by the way. The ring wraith music.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. Hold on here. Boys, keep them all on edge. So now the guy that's holding Andre grabs the back of her hair, pulls her back, and puts the sword right against the edge of the throat, like right of the throat, the jugular.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
I
for
would put down that
Is
sword.
that really necessary?
And three other
Ginge,
individuals
I would-
emerge in on Morn, and everybody else.
I would immediately become enraged because now my friends' lives they're threatening it, and I have a knife to his neck.
Okay, so you know what to do.
Yeah.
Roll the charisma saving throw.
Freya Ray.
So where are we at now? Is that 2?
That's 3.
That's 3. So immediately a mask appears, a cloak appears, and a shoulder guard appears. And you watch as a cloaked individual, which most of you are aware of and have seen before, appears, and 2 gold eyes appear through this mask form, as all of a sudden the knife goes taut against the throat and actually draws a tish of blood. As a couple drops of blood go down, and you just see like Freya just very tense and flexed, holding the knife against the edge of the throat.
And I would be like gritting my teeth.
Everybody calm down here. We can all solve this willingly parted. You throw your things down and we walk away.
Yeah, so you angered the wrong person. I would recommend that you put his sword down, or this is going to get ugly.
And I would, like, through gritted teeth in his ear, be saying, "You're not in a position to be making any demands right now."
Oh, but if you look around, you take me out, I kill all your friends.
You
must
won't.
not value your life.
I doubt that.
And when he says that, a couple more individuals walk up and sword point to the back, like literally to the back of Kaz, to the back of Alyssa, back of Pin, and 3 swords are like really close now with a crossbow bolt pointed at Morn.
I will.
Could I?
I'm gonna look at Kaz. I'm gonna just nod my head slightly.
Can I
And
take an action?
I am about
Or
to cast
or you
something
go
too.
Okay.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
cast something. I'm casting Thunder Wave on my character.
Okay.
This is
So you're
not how
casting-
Ginge expected this to go.
If things start popping off, I want to attack my restrainer as well.
So DC 14?
Yep. Con saving throws.
I'm not gonna be paying attention. I'm just gonna be drawing stuff in the dirt.
And
Just
Ping his heads down while he's got a blade to his side, and he's just like drawing a smiley face in the dirt with his foot or something.
Yeah.
We can see all these. I don't know if you meant for that to happen.
I'm gonna start drawing symbols and just weird things.
Some dicks here and there.
Yeah.
We can see all these rolls, Ginge. What are they for?
I think they're
making
saves
deck
for yeah.
No.
I'm being serious. It's not a joke. That's what I'm doing.
So everyone that fails takes 12 thunder damage. If they succeed, they take 6. The people that fail get pushed 10 feet away. And this
So-
lifts out an audible boom that can be heard up to 300 feet away.
So save, fail, save, fail. Okay. So as you watch as half the encampment gets thrown back, a couple manage to stay
DC
close.
14.
Mhm.
So the 13 fails.
Nope.
They've probably got a +1 or 2 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the boss man. He just barely made it. The boss man doesn't go nowhere. The one around Andre's throat goes nowhere. The one close to Ping goes nowhere. The other ones get blown back, and then 1 or 2 of them on Morn are still kind of like they crouch back, but they've managed to hold their positions.
The people that failed take 12 damage. The people that succeed take 6.
Yep, the ones that got blown back, they look real bad. They're like end over end, ass over tea kettle, like not looking good.
As soon as that happens, I think I'd like to take an action. So 4 are still in their original positions, right?
Barely. Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna say, what was that for, Morn?
No, just checking. As long as I don't roll a 1, we're good.
Oh.
What?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, everybody, hold up, hold, stop. No, stop. Okay, let's everybody calm down. You let me go, and they'll let your friends go. We all walk away.
No.
Here's what we're gonna do.
You're
You're going to
your
let
gold,
ours. Oh.
and you leave. We're gonna get some quick, easy cash, or we're gonna get your life. You can control your own destiny now.
Okay.
Congratulations. Good morning.
Okay. Let's just walk away, and we'll act like this never happened.
There's nothing to think about. Empty your coin purse or fucking die. I don't care. I'm tired of dealing
Fucking
with
Cass.
Make an intimidation
It's like,
check
don't talk to me before
With-
I've had my fucking
with-
coffee.
With
bitch.
advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage because of the knife literally underneath.
Fucking right, Kaz.
Holy shit.
Kaz takes 3 or 4 steps across the way, not even paying attention to the guys behind him, and they are stunned. Gets right up in his face, looks him in the eyes, grabs him by the scruff, like pretty much that, like, I haven't had my morning coffee yet, you motherfucker. Like, okay, here we go. And he gets in the face and says what he just said. Now drop it, or we're gonna have an issue. And like takes a step back and then turns around and looks at everybody else. Okay. Yep. And you just see them like taking off their little coin purses, and you just hear coin purse after coin purse after coin purse hit the ground. And then hands go back up.
Good job. You made a
I'm
good
going
decision today. Now have your
I'm going
men
back.
walk away, and as soon as they're at least 60 feet away from us, I will let you go.
Okay, boys, gather your weapons, and let's leave.
No,
Let's
the
leave
weapons,
nice
I did not say to pick the weapons up. I asked your men to leave 60 paces.
Okay. Just start walking away. And there are some people that are still holding their weapons. They never drop them, and they just start to like turn and walk away.
Drop them.
You heard the nice lady. I drop your weapons, and you just hear like clanging, like left and right.
Ting, 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 ting.
Okay, boys. We still got our clothes on us. Let's leave, and we're closing our lives.
And I'm gonna get in really close to his ear and I'm gonna whisper, if I ever see your face again, you'll be leaving with less than your clothes.
Understood. Okay. About
That's
a
it.
minute goes by, 2 minutes, and you just see like they all just kind of disappear into the high grass and barley.
After I see that they are sufficiently far enough away, I will pull my knife away and shove him in the direction they were walking.
You shove him really hard, and he actually like trips and biffs it face first into the ground, and like stands up and like centers himself and just like gets his coat and like takes off at a walk, like a fast walk.
I'll kind of look at Alyssa and say, should we let him go?
Oh baby, here we go.
Kaz, would you like to start collecting our winnings?
I guess so. I'm torn on whether we should follow them or not. I guess we got more important stuff to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He about 60 feet off or so. He turns back and gives like a scowl, and then like takes off at a jog.
I'm gonna start running. just so that he hears me. I'm gonna start like sprinting towards him.
Oh,
I want him to- I want-
I'm gonna try to grab Freya.
I've got like a smirk on my face, and I'm like slamming my feet into the ground as I'm running.
Oh,
so
you're
that he
not
can
you're
hear
not
me.
actually moving.
No, I'm running, but you guys can tell I'm not actually gonna like go off after him. I just want him to hear me running towards him.
Make an intimidation check.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Fuck. I mean, I have a +0. Bitch.
So you do it, and you take off at like kind of like, and he's already shit scared because of Kaz,
But
and
he's
you just
scared.
hear him go, oh, 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 and you just see him like take off and even like he kind of does that like hop, skip, jump crap, and he takes off at a dead sprint.
And then I'm gonna shout, "That's what I fucking thought!" And then I'm gonna stop running and go back to the group.
So it wasn't much, but you are you are able to gather from all of the coin purses. You get about 120 gold.
These were some pretty rich bandits.
Well, I mean, look what they're doing.
True.
Oh,
I mean, they just fucked with the wrong people today.
They were paying me for my artwork here.
Oh, I was pissed. I was pissed.
And slowly the shadows are starting to dissipate off of you. Like the mask is gone, the like everything else, the spaulders, the cloak is still kind of like slightly dissipating. And now that the sun is coming up, you guys can actually clear as day see like partial shadow billow off.
I'm gonna again smirk at everybody. Well, that could have gone very differently. But I guess we'll take that as a win.
Hey,
W.
I'm gonna head.
no
I'm gonna head
weapons?
towards I'm gonna head towards the tent now.
with no weapons and no money to buy new ones, maybe. I mean,
We've ended their career.
they're gonna have a hard time robbing anyone else. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're also able to collect 5 short swords and 3 crossbows.
Whoop whoop.
Just basics.
Yeah,
How they got 120 gold, I will never understand.
because they were stealing from people.
I'm sorry to tell you, but you're a basic bitch.
I mean, you assume they caught people a lot during the late night, early mornings.
Yeah, they just didn't expect to run into us.
So, you guys collect the items so graciously left for you, get the cart ready, and begin to make the last part of your trip to McKill. Somebody roll a d6 and an animal handling whoever's driving.
I'll do that.
Oh, baby.
I can talk to the horses and give you advantage if you'd rather control it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try Ping Shrine again. Feeling good about his drawings in the dirt.
Give it the old college try.
Okay. The horses gallop, but roughly. You are barely able to keep them within check. But it's okay because you're on the road, so it's not awful. Somebody roll a d6.
Somebody
Six.
helping me.
6.
I got a 6.
It is bright and sunny. Little hot, but it is nice today.
Good day for hay.
I'm still gonna
Good
keep
day,
my
Fred.
hood up, just because we're traveling and I don't want anybody to see me ears.
A couple of hours later, you do begin to see the giant door and fortress of McKill. Those of you with a higher perception, the first things that you notice are a large, almost like a sky tower, like kind of like a skyscraper. And you notice small ships moving around it.
Like in the sky?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
Kind of
yeah.
almost like Zeppelin type shit.
Ooh.
Mick Hill is where Kaylin almost got drowned, right?
No.
Or
No,
We've never
we haven't
been
been
to
here
Mikkel.
Yeah, Langdor.
That was
it was
Langer.
Okay. I.
Mhm.
Oh, hey.
So, you begin to get close to the giant doors that is McKill. It is a think steampunk type looking fortress. A lot of the walls have mechanical moving parts. You hear a lot of whirring, and even from far away you hear machines moving and loud clanging noises. As you come to the front entrance of the giant double doors that is McKill, the doors at the bottom open up, and two individuals walk forward, heavily armored, dwarven in build. Ooh, what can we help you with? And that's where we'll end the night, as you are now at the front doors of McKill.
Getting ever closer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was exciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
real
yeah.
nice, you know.
That was the first combat we've had in like 4 sessions, and it ended in 1 round.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Scary. It was meant to be a. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Whoops, they ran into the wrong people.
Yeah, they're kind of fun encounters. You can do what you
Yeah, I mean,
want.
Yeah.
they can go so many different ways depending on how you play it too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Right.
It wasn't meant to be like a, oh, GG, you guys are surrounded by 15 fucking people. It was meant to be a, oh, we're
do
kind
you
of
do?
a high level. We're gonna flex on your asses.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost killed 5 of them instantly. So,
Damn.
Well,
yeah, they hurt.
I'm mad nobody recognized my art.
We
I mean,
didn't
they
get a
got-
chance to see it.
Yeah, you were drawing, and
While
as
we
you
were
were drawing, Morn just went,
Yeah, the
And
thunder
then-
wave messed it up.
Technically, the Thunderwave probably would have messed it up.
How do you
Oh, yeah.
how do you
Yeah, oh, yeah,
cast
no,
your
it
spells,
does.
Morton?
what? My
How do you-
great axe is my focus.
Oh, so did you like slam the great axe?
I
in
pretty
the
much
ground?
slammed the great axe into the ground,
Fuck
and it just
yeah!
radiated outwards. Yeah.
Like
And yeah, it
like
does.
Stormbreaker.
It
Ping.
does. Unsecured objects within the effect are automatically pushed feet away. So I'm assuming like all the tents and stuff just got destroyed.
Oh shit!
Except for
they didn't get
flying.
destroyed, but they definitely got blown up like hardcore wind style. No, Ping was like full crouch mode. Like the Thunderwave happened, he was just like, "Ugh," and like just kept drawing. Didn't even budge. Was just like, yep, this is normal. I'm just gonna continue with my painting.
Ping obviously was like, yeah, these guys have got this shit handled. I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is like Alyssa getting like really upset that she even got woke up. Like she like woke up and was like, motherfuckers.
So I mean, killing a couple of random like low level dudes seems like a pretty good breakfast for Alyssa.
Yeah.
Well, that's why like when Kaz was like, "Do we even let these guys escape?" I was waiting for Alyssa to just like all of a sudden you guys would turn around and she's already like leaping and bounding through the barley. You just see like Jurassic Park, like you know in the raptors in the tall
Yeah.
grass. You just see like Alyssa just every once in a while like pop up and like go back into the grass and you see like
And like,
you
you
the
see like
barley
a
get-
fucking arm like fly out of the grass or some
Oh, now thinking about it, I should have like shoved him in Alyssa's direction just so that he could have gotten an extra good glare from her,
shit.
just to make it worse.
all I can hear is like the leader yelling at his guys, "Don't go in the long grass."
just imagining
They're in the
fucking
grass.
Alyssa being there, and then you just hear this fucking like bestial growl come out of her throat, like
Oh,
They're
And the
like
guy's like,
airborne.
"Oh, oh."
They're like airborne as she's running through the grass, ripping their
Yeah.
bodies apart.
Yeah. Kaz, if you'd have done that, you'd have fucking insta-killed the entire fucking party. Just to let you know.
I
A
kept,
It
fireball?
wouldn't have ended well.
I
It wouldn't have
kept
ended well.
listening. Okay, how many people have a weapon up to, one of the party members? And I was like, 4. I think I can kill all 4 of them immediately if it comes to that.
Honestly, you could probably just snap your fingers and every single one of them would have just dropped dead.
Yeah, I figured if you instantly kill 5 of them, the rest will probably leave.
It was an
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
It was an option.
Can I ask how much HP they had?
I think
30.
I think they are very
Yeah.
lucky that
The
they
low-level
didn't
ones
all
had
get
like 25, 30.
instantly killed.
Yeah, the boss had about 40. I think 35, 40.
Oh, my little
Yeah.
buddy.
They're lucky
Andre
more
didn't
in
even
anger.
move the entire time. He was like, "Don't move,"
They're-
and I'm like, "All right, well, I'm not gonna move then."
They're lucky Morn anger is faster than Kaz.
Except for Freya, who went all shadow mode on you guys again.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I'm like,
Yeah?
nope, I'm not having this. I'm gonna take the power card here.
So, thank you for joining us for another stream tonight. We're going to try and start a little bit earlier. We just have a member that comes in a little bit later. And also, I was talking to other people. So, hopefully, we will start closer to 8:30ish. And then one of our party members will just catch up as, game goes on. But no worries. Join us next week for McKill.
Whoop. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, stream.